this headphone not picking up, man.
Why is it not picking up these headphones? It is a tough situation. So, as you can find this, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it's hooked underneath here. Yeah? Okay. How much time do I have? Are you? Thank you very much, kind sir. Good. This is your list on the back, eh? This is your list on the back. Okay, under 16. This one. Okay, seconds, good. So this is 16s. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to St. John's College. My name is Marshall. We have Eaglesvale under 16s versus St. John's, and yeah, looking forward to a good day of basketball. Oh, it's a nice turnover there by St. John's and a great block there by Eaglesvale. Eaglesvale's ball. We've got center line. Looks like a confident dribbler there is going for a shot. Is he going to take it? Good defense there by Johns, and what a great defense there by St. John's. St. John's ball. And it's gone into number 40, Murape. And he's managed to hold the ball. It's a foul to St. John's. It's actually the Eaglesvale ball. Up a bit, yeah. Eaglesvale ball. It's going in for the dunk. And it's a backcourt violation. St. John's ball. St. John's ball, we've got Gomendo as number 60 there for the under 16s. Good intercept there by Eaglesvale and side court violation. St. John's ball. Balls with Gomendo, right one there. To Mutembere, and another intercept by St. John's. Another intercept by Eaglesvale. Looks like a scrappy game at the moment. Finding their feet. We got a timeout called by Eaglesvale. The refereeing this game right now, we've got Exile. Well, it's an interesting name, isn't it? So the St. John's list that I have here at the moment, we've got 60 Gomendo, 96 Chaku Chichi, 72 Sadomba, 40 Murape, 87 Bunu, 94 Kwaramba, 5 Chisi, 89 Rondo Zai, 14 Mugwagwa, 91 Mwembere, 36 Mwawungwanzige, and 7 Nja Nzema. By St. John's ball. Gomendo with the ball. It's past the center line. Let's see. It's a shot, and it's a two-pointer. What a great play there by Gomendo. Unfortunate there for Eaglesvale. St. John's ball. Right, St. John's looks very comfortable. That's a violation. Foul against Eaglesvale. St. John's ball. Some good diversion play there by St. John's. Is he going to go for the shot? Intercept by Eaglesvale. Is he going to get it? Yes, it's quick enough, but backcourt violation. Wait, still Eaglesvale's ball. 2 points up for Eaglesvale. Good continuous play there for Eaglesvale. Gomenda's got the ball again for St. John's. What a great dribble. Oh my goodness, and it's a shot. Oh wait, okay, is it a 3-pointer? No, he's not going for 3-pointer. And it's a great 2-pointer for St. John's there. Number 91 there. Mehembere. Okay. Side court violation. Eaglesvale ball. Eaglesvale looking for some space. Unfortunate. St. John's ball. So Gomendo again with the ball. Lovely play there by Sodoma. He's taking the shot. That's a foul there. Grabbing 2 for St. John's. Taken by Bunu. Bunu's missed the first shot. Let's see if he's got luck for the second one. Could be pressure, or maybe just cobwebs. Who knows? And that's 1 for Bunu. St. John's 5, Eaglesvale 2. Eaglesvale with the ball. Intercept there by Gomendo. And nice there by 96. 2 for St. John's. Great vision there by Eaglesvale. And a fantastic shot there by Eaglesvale. And that is 2. But what clean, calm positioning and composure there from the Eaglesvale lad. He fell by himself. Oh, unlucky. Right, Commander with the ball. And then another 2-pointer for Commander and St. John's. The score right now is 9-4. Ooh. A bit of a fumble there, but good vision from number 16, Menda. Okay, that's a foul against Eaglesvale by St. John's. Eaglesvale ball. Let's see what Eaglesvale can come up with. Positioning and play. An intercept there by St. John's. And good aggression, good play. And 2 for St. John's. That's 11-4 to St. John's. Eaglesvale is still in this game. Let's see. Oh yes, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be playing halves for the under-16s rather than quarters. So 2 10-minute halves, and that's 2 for Eaglesvale. 2-pointer for Eaglesvale. St. John's ball. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the main man himself joining us now, Ruby.
Thank you so much, Marsh. It's looking quite decent at the present moment for, I believe it's St. John's now leading 11 points to 6 against Eaglesvale. Now, looks like a much tighter game. Last week they had it much easier against Bernard Mzeki College. So today is definitely a really good test for them to actually see where they are. And of course, with the coaches there calling timeout, I think it is definitely good to try and just break some of the momentum as well that is being had by the likes of St. John's. So it's going to be a very interesting afternoon here, Marsh. As we said, the gears are going up. Bernard Muzeke was a little bit of a walkover for these youngsters, and they will find it a little bit interesting as well to just see how all of that goes from here. But Marsh, some interesting youngsters that are doing the job so far?
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, like, I wasn't here last week, but like what you said, it looks like a very exciting game so far. And even just saying from the warm-ups earlier on, I thought both teams looked stable. St. John's, definitely you can see the home ground advantage there, but you can see Eaglesvale is not far off. Hey, Vivi.
Yeah, definitely Eaglesville not far off. You're also looking at basketball being what we would say a semi-contact sport, so you expect some level of physicality, which will also help in terms of trying to keep St. John's far away from shooting. But that was a great shot there right within the key, extending the lead by 7 points. So let's see how Eaglesville will respond here. And going straight for the shot, that's a foul, and at least he's able to maybe try and get those 2 points. A little bit more difficult from the free throw line, I must say, but it should be something that will also assist them to just close that gap. So let's see how the first free throw will go. Technique, Marshall, is very important. You have to hit that box. That's the only way you can get it in, or if you are more accurate, you got to swish it in. But clearly both the shots not as accurate, and that chance goes begging, and Johns will look to go in for another opportunity here. A little bit risky, but nonetheless Eagles were able to get possession out of that and see how they go about things from here. Very risky pass, and St. John's intercept. Now driving into the key, goes for the shot, doesn't get it. Good collect on the rebound, but Eaglesville get possession and lose it immediately afterwards. Going straight for the shot, that's a foul. Those will be 2 free throws again. So once again, just topsy-turvy. And we'll expect these youngsters to make some of these mistakes. I mean, this is the second game of the season, and it's pretty early on within their basketball careers, so it'll be a bit challenging.
Absolutely, Ruby. And definitely looking at the St. John's team, as you talked about physicality, at the moment they've had more of a physical game than Eaglesvale. But like you said, did Eaglesvale play last week? Do you know?
I would like to believe that they had played last week, but I wasn't sure of their fixture list. But what I would say is that St. John's, particularly on home turf, always look to make an impression. And with that, once again, it is a foul. So one of the challenges that we've seen and observed in local basketball as we've been doing consistent commentary is the ability to convert every opportunity when you get into the key. Once you get into the key, you should be able to sink that one, but we see quite a lot of shots, maybe only third time lucky is when it does go in. So you want to see more of that being refined, say by the coaches and everything. A 3-point attempt, and well collected on the rebound. Once again, driving into the key, showing that physicality, and the shot goes in, and that's 2 points in and 2 free throws that are going to be coming. Well, generally he says one. So again, that's the physicality that you're talking about, that you need driving to the ring, forcing the fouls, and then being able to get that free throw even after you sunk in one of the shots.
Yeah, so, and that's a one in, that's important. So I'm intrigued by that, Rivi. So usually when one goes for a 2-pointer and if they get fouled, do they get two? I'm not sure with the technicality. Sometimes the basketball, they're just like 60 seemed to be out of side court violation there, but didn't seem like it was awarded. Please elaborate more on that.
All right, so one of the things that does happen is that at any one particular point you can only get 3 points. So if he does go for the shot, he's fouled in the process, but the ball still goes in. Those are the 2 points. You only get one free throw. But if you get fouled, the shot doesn't go in, then you only get 2 free throws. And that's generally how it works there. So, I mean, we'll see how they're able to convert some of those attempts. It's a little bit difficult at times. The pressure that's there with peers watching, the coach saying, you got to sink it, you got to get it right so that we can keep on stretching the lead. That's when youngsters do miss. But look, this is the pressure that comes with the sport. And as you go further and further in your basketball career, especially playing for first team for your school, the pressure will be even more. But that is done and dusted for the first quarter. And St. John's College leading 15 points to 6 against Eaglesvale. I don't think the coach would be too disappointed from Eaglesville. He will want to emphasize, however, to the boys, don't let them pull away. And so we'll see what will happen in the second quarter, Marsh.
Okay, I'll think about it because you wasn't going to use that, man. That's my niece.
Doing fantastic. Are you still playing touch space?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, really?
So, no,
it's quickly fast enough.
That side is shorter, that side is long, eh?
Yeah. You want to pull it over the top, eh?
Yeah. So what's the cover need?
So welcome back to the second quarter of this match. The under 16s going about business. Eaglesvale now looking to be a bit more aggressive. Can they get the shot? This time round they do. So 2 points in, cut the lead to half, 16 points to 8. So, well. I'm not so sure that I would have called it steps, but anyway, I believe it was Gomendo who was able to do what was necessary to get the shot in. But let's see how St. John's will go about things. And there we go, that's number 96, Chakuchichi. Now over to Gomendo. Sends it out to Membere, and Membere gets the shot in. So that's good stuff from him as well. So I think one of the challenges for Eaglesvale and so one of the things that I think will also be key for Eaglesville to try and execute better is the pace at which they are passing. I think the pace has been a little bit too slow, and you really have to be much quicker if you want to penetrate and get that done. But again, we know these are the challenges of what needs to be done. St. John's tries to get the ball out. A speculative shot, but the second one goes in, and a ref says that one is in, so that's 2 points for them. And once again, the lead still cut down to half, but only one shot coming out of this one, and he gets it right. You need to get it right.
Yeah, Ruby, absolutely correct. And Ruby, sorry I forgot to tell you, they're playing halves for under 16s rather than quarters, and that's a 2 for St. John's. But I totally agree with you on that. You can definitely see the physicality when it comes to John's. But at the same time, I'm sure as you've been watching now, we can see that Eaglesvale has the potential, but it's small errors, the costly errors that keep coming in position there. And you were talking about coaches before the first half, and I was like, yeah, coaches refining, but also the boys taking the time to sit down and actually enhance their skills, because I'm sure they have access to their courts, and during their break times, during their free times, these are things that they can do. And for those with courts at home, they can be working on their skill sets, which I don't know how that can be relayed over, but I think that's the thing that these kids miss when they watch professional, or they watch even high school basketball. And I'm sure that I can do that, is they don't see the effort and the practice that is put in there to refine one's skills. I was watching a video, I have to remember what it was, with some of the NBA stars, and that's what they were talking about, is repetition until it becomes part of your DNA. So that's timeout called there by St. John's, I presume.
Oh yes, timeout called by St. John's, and I'm sure just trying to also get a couple of instructions there. Maybe 1 or 2 substitutions will be made to try and get that done. It looks like Nyazema is going to be coming on and try add some fresh legs on the court. But with the score right now, 24 points to 11, around about 11 minutes still on the clock. There's still a little bit of time for maybe Eaglesville to try and do something. But as you said, those niggly mistakes, those are small little ones, those are the things that are making it very difficult for them to get back into the match, because you're going to have to force them, force St. John's College on the back foot, maybe 2 or 3 shots in tandem consecutively. That is maybe what can put a little bit of a scare in the step of St. John's. One of the other things as well that we have been observing as well is St. John's College has improved significantly in terms of execution of shots. It comes back to what you were saying, access to the courts during break time. What are you doing? And that has been good for St. John's, but I think the overall culture, particularly within schoolboy sport in Zimbabwe, has not gone back there. I think you remember back in your time, in your days, even if you were playing for the C team or the B team, if you were in rugby and you were a hooker, you were practicing your lineouts. If you were a winger or a center, you were practicing your side steps and your dummies and things like that. All of this was something that you honed by yourself. And those kinds of skills have to be continued if anybody is going to be successful. But let's see how Eaglesville go about things here. An opportunity, they go for the shot, miss it entirely. And those are some of the mistakes again that we're talking about, going straight for it and leaves the ball behind. Now it's a 2v1. Once again, too slow. Defense has come back again into it.
Absolutely, Ruby, you're right. You can see slow on their attack. Defense, John's defense has been phenomenal to watch. But definitely on that, talking about back in our day and our time, people, whatever sport it was, people did put in the time and effort, and also looking at the advantages that these kids have. Yes, so maybe some of us may have played top sports. St. John's ball going in. Let's see the attack. Nice dribble. He's getting a bit excited there, but you can see just the hunger to keep onto the ball. But yeah, with that as well, we were talking about how we'd spend time, like as a fullback myself, kicking on the field constantly, my catches, making sure that's there. But guys might say I played it first, but I'm like, no, that's not the same thing. If you're playing at this level, whatever age you are, there's video, as you can see live now. You can have people taking shots and saying where are you going wrong, and having that data that we didn't have in our time. So even a C player can push to be part of the A team, and more competition is better for everyone, because that pushes the schoolboy sports in general, whatever that is, higher if the kids are all hungry for those positions.
Oh yes, most definitely. Eaglesvale going now for the shot, missing out. And just for some of you that may not know, it was a good idea, but maybe the pass a little bit too strong and high there. But just for some of you that may be watching this match and wondering some of those extra tidbits as well that we can get for you, we can tell you that number 96 is Chakuchichi. Now, Chakuchichi was part of that Zimbabwe under 15 side that played in the CAF under 15 football championships COSAFA qualifier at Gateway High School a little bit earlier on this year, and unfortunately they weren't able to win the trophy, but they did come third, and Chakuchichi goes for the layup right there. He's also joined on the team by his fellow teammate Al Shaddai Sadomba, who is the son of the former Warriors, Dynamos, Al Ahli Sudan striker, that is Edward Sadomba, and he's also here actually watching his son do the business. So it's good to see now how important cross-pollinating sport can actually be, because basketball will contribute towards the football career, but this time round St. John's applying tons of pressure. A little bit iffy there. I'm not so sure if the ref is spotting some of the steps there. In my view, I think there were steps there. I think there was a lot of traveling that was there. Might have actually made their way to Esgodini actually, but but nonetheless, it is a foul, and they will go about things, and so the shot wasn't good. Subs come in, so 3 subs. Chakuchichi going on to the bench, also Membere going on to the bench, and now Sadomba, who is wearing 72, comes onto the court. Number 89 as well, that's Rondo Zai, comes in. Very short youngster, but we do know that in basketball, you being short has got absolutely nothing to do with your skill set. I think we saw that in the NBA, the likes of John Stockton, who had a fantastic combination with Karl Malone for the Utah Jazz. These were players that definitely wrote history, and I believe John Stockton should be on the top 3 or top 2 lists of the most assists in the NBA. So doesn't matter about the height, it's the skill set. Oh goodness me, execution once again. Luckily for them, they do get a foul, but as I think you see a repeat of what I was talking about before, that it's 3rd time lucky, 4th time lucky. That's when we actually see something happening. But let's see if the young man can concentrate and get it in. That's the best technique, son. Hit the box. Well, that one quite unlucky to go in. Sadomba comes out with it. Oh, great intercept. He's all alone. Can he get it? Oh, yes, he does. Fantastic intercept there. Great watching, great defense from Eaglesvale. Rondozai now sends it out to Kwaramba. Kwaramba gets it over to Mgwagwa. A big shot from Sadomba. Can they get it? And this time round, Mgwagwa gets it. So just making sure that they are keeping the lead at half. above. So it is 28 points to 14. 3 minutes left on the clock. Long pass. Great idea, but maybe just a little bit too high. Great to see some of that vision. So substitute as well from Eaglesvale. I think 2 of them coming off. Another 2 coming on. And Eaglesvale looking to apply a high press, but their defense was in 6s and 7s at that point, I must add. I mean, 4 of them were actually standing in the same area in a clump, but St. John's won't mind that. And St. John's add more fresh legs onto the court. 4 of them actually, rather 3 of them coming off, 3 coming on. Actually, it now becomes 4. Looking for that pass. Eaglesville able to retain possession there. St. John's College. Eaglesville has to be a bit better. And being too slow once again. Getting bogged down because pressure is being applied. Now he bounced the ball, held on to the ball. It was undecided. That can be very dangerous. Get the pass in, and there we go. Traveling. This time round, great stride towards the ring, but just not executing. And this time round, they get the shot in. So Eaglesville may be looking for a face-saving basket here to just signify that they were in the contest. A 3-point shot doesn't go anywhere. Great collection on the rebound. Just didn't have the angle to shoot it right, Marshall.
Absolutely. You can definitely see Eaglesvale is trying their best, but definitely the defense, you see them bunched up. They're not aware of where their players are. Basically, that's what's their downfall at the moment, is just not spreading out their defense, whereas St. John's is very clinical on that, marking their man, making sure they're in person. But wait, you see Gunoro ready for the intercept. I think that's the 3rd intercept he's had so far this half. And the aggression from the base jumpers as well, making sure that they win the ball. Again, let's see, will they do something? This is the best shooter in there. Having to pass it again. The pressure from St. John's is good. And is that Chisi, I presume? Great vision from him. Going for the 3-pointer. Unfortunate. But you see the marking from St. John's. Eaglesville trying to get the game-saving. But you see no one's there to get it off the rebound. And it's very unfortunate for Eaglesville. But St. John's are also on the attack mode, you know. I guess there's nothing you can go wrong with attack. And that is game over. 31 to Johns and 16 for Eaglesvale. I presume that's game over.
Yes. Oh yes, pretty much a game over there, done and dusted. So well done to St. John's. That game is sealed in the bag. We do have another match coming up next, so stay tuned.
When's the next game now?
Do we have water?
Go check out the only thing. Sorry, quick one. That was under 15, right? Not 16. It was 16.
Next to 17.
17. I don't think we have a list for 17. Oh, that's fine. That helps us.
Yeah, just like the kid.
Yeah, exactly.
That kid.
Yeah, that was me. So it was funny, if you could take tell. I was like, where's Julie? Because now I'm like, oh shit, they need to know the names of these. Some game thing, you could hear me choking the names. Just killing them. Yeah, I'm sure if you look back, listening to the two, it's like, you can definitely tell like, this don't know. Me on the other hand is like, I'm like, oh, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm glad, no. when he asked me, because he said you're coming, I was like, fine, I will. Because my thing is, basketball is actually one of the games I know the basics of, but I don't really know, like, you know, like my backhand in there. And then the nice thing is also I was like, yeah, you want me to get in commentary, this is really do it together, and you can tell me like, okay, cool, and you see how it's playing, like, it's flow. If you notice, so I watched this something yesterday, I watched a Peter Shelby, and he's like, there's a driver, and then there's the, I was like, cool, that's what I was doing, you start asking, and wow,
And
so you talk, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right, what do you think?
yeah. No, that's
Oh yeah, look at but that's good for them to get them. Really? That's good for commodity between soldiers and guns.
1 minute on my WhatsApp. Took 10 minutes. Are these guys playing a series of some sort? Yeah.
That big a roof. 17s. I don't think we have a
So welcome to the under 17s. Basically, you would say they're the second team. First attempted shot, and that one bounces straight off the rim. And Eaglesvale already trying to work after the intercept. And now I must point out to the fact that a number of names here that we saw from last week. Jacob Viki, he was also playing for the first team last week against Bernard Mzeki. And today he is going to be doing a lot of work in the key, as we can see right there. So 2 attempted shots, misses out on them all. But wearing jersey number 43, that young man is very, very good. Should be Tyler Chimbwanda. And he's a tall young lad. And you can expect some things from him. Very young lad, and his father was a rugby player, a very good lock for Churchill back in the day. Learnt with the man. Gentle giant, we used to call him. Never had a fight in high school. Marshall, I believe you had 1 or 2 in your day.
No ways, Ruby. I'm an absolute lover. You know what they say about backline players. We're all talk, no action. We know how to end the fight before it even gets to fists. But exciting. You went to school with the man Churchill. What a fantastic shot there too by St. John's. But I look at that man right now, number 43, and I'm like, Tyler, my goodness, that is an NBA star right there. I mean, he's got the height, future, but it's good to see, like as you spoke earlier on with the earlier on game, you know, to see the cross-pollination in sports, parents showing up, supporting their kids. Vicky, as you said, you know, is one to watch. What a great clean shot from him. And yeah, just so good to see Zim parents from different sporting spheres supporting their kids in different endeavors.
Oh yes, after falling behind by 2 points, well, St. John's has gone into the lead by 4 immediately, just back-to-back shots there and creating that pressure that I was talking about, Marshall. That once you do score 2 or 3 baskets back-to-back, that's when you apply pressure on your opponent, and it makes life very, very difficult. One man as well to watch out for, Anotida Mukumba, was wearing jersey number 83, played a very significant role last week in terms of playmaking and just being able to find the gaps and the passes. So a timeout is called here. Eaglesvale surely will need the timeout a little bit more than St. John's, especially with the momentum now with St. John's. But just a lot of plans have to be put in place if they intend to go to the next level. So it's going to be interesting to see here how Eaglesvale will respond to the consecutive baskets that have been scored. For those of you that may be wondering right now and thinking, what is that sound that is behind us? Well, I can tell you it's the St. John's College pipe band. They are world champions, by the way, if you may not have known. They did go for a competition outside the country and came up against quite a number of pipe bands, and they showed their mettle and skill, and that continues to grow, and that of course is being headed and being run by the likes of Joseph Kalonga. Kalonga, I've known him. He was at Churchill. He was also part of the pipe band, and he has brought his skill set here to assist. So Mukumba on the ball, straight to Vicky. Oh, lovely turn, great shot, and sunk in. That was really beautiful basketball from Carl Kaparadza. And wow, that was really good action there. And Mukumba has taken the ball again. Can he get another one? Oh my word. I hope Mukumba is well there. Once again, we talk about the physicality that may come a semi-contact sport, but there was nothing semi about that.
Nah.
That was as full as it gets.
Absolutely, and he's going in for the two-pointer there. Missed the first one. But yeah, as you said, contacts. There's nothing light about that, but you could totally see the Eaglesvale boys like, boss, this is now the senior leagues. There's no time to be playing. You know, it's either you're a big boy or you're not. So exciting to see. Interesting to see also the small man for Eaglesvale there. If you notice, he's just been wise, moving about, you know, trying to be as quiet as he can be. Eaglesvale's ball. They see, but defense again, as we said, St. John's defense just phenomenal. Little guy trying 3-pointer, and it's a fantastic shot there by Eaglesvale. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have team list to tell you who that is, but clean, clinical, and another 3-pointer attempt. Unfortunate. I think when you have time to shoot, that's when it's easier to set in. But again, for them to play at this level, you need to be able to shoot at any time, isn't it? And Eaglesvale go for it again. Seems like that that timeout conversation went well for Eaglesvale. And for Johns, though, still on the attack. And aggression again there by number 8, Lee Chigumba, pushing the man out the way. Would you say that's legal or not legal? Really?
Well, we did say it's a semi-contact sport, didn't we?
Yeah.
So a number of shots being missed, and finally Eaglesville now trying to make it out. The ball comes up, another missed shot. And there we go again, talking about execution. Great take, goes for the shot, but just didn't have enough elevation there. But that was a great turn and a great shot. Oh, stolen right from under his nose. And again, I think that's something the coach will want to address there. Eaglesville very slow on the ball, very, very slow. Again, another rebound taken. Another missed shot, and Eaglesville now come away with the ball. Lovely shot. Can he take it? Oh, jeez. It was a lovely pass. It was a horrible shot, so to speak, because surely he should have. He had all the time in the world in order to bury that one, and he didn't. And on this end, they are being punished for not taking that shot. So Lee Chigumba will now go for the free throws. It is 8 points to 5, and a lovely take on that particular shot. And that one didn't find anywhere near the ring.
It was a clear flop. Saying it, I was like, yeah, that was an air ball. But really, I'm intrigued. At what point does one, especially in defense, does it become goaltending? So, you know, he takes a shot, and then where does it become a goaltending offense?
Well, there are a number of scenarios where it actually does happen in that regard. Going for the shot, misses that one. It is going to be a free throw. But if there's anybody that can explain that one better in terms of the number of scenarios, it would definitely be the referee, the man with the law book. And a lovely free throw and that is Tapiwa Chakuchichi. He was actually playing in the under 16s just now. And cutting his teeth in the slightly older age group. Oh, the young man tried to pull that one back in. All right, so let's see how things go on from here. A couple of substitutions have been made. Oh, lovely, going past one. But just a little bit too casual with the ball. Jacob Vicky steals it, and that's going to be a nice alley-oop from Sibusiso Gomendo. He was also playing for the under 16, so I think that is absolutely great from St. John's College, trying to build that continuity, because these will then become the senior players for next year.
Absolutely, Rudy, and giving them a taste of the higher levels and the pressures is so important. But also, from a team playing point of view, they would have played with their senior members, so by the time they make first team and second team, they're already familiar with each other. But so good to see that crossover in there. And the attack as well from St. John's, just phenomenal. Eaglesvale definitely need to find their mojo. And interesting enough is, well, we don't have much time out, otherwise we could ask the referee himself at what point is goaltending. But I was intrigued when you said, yeah, you should decide, but you're like, some of the calls from the earlier on game, you weren't too sure about the traveling with the ball. But then what's considered extreme traveling? That's the question. Or what's minute traveling? Or is it such a minute scale? Okay. We've got Eaglesvale joining the program now. Let's see if that timeout has come in handy there. Jiki for another shot. Unfortunate. Seems like Eaglesvale found something, but that guy looks aggressive there, that Vicky guy. What you call a clear miss. Took his eye off the board. As you've said it over and over again, there's that square, that box. Got to get it in there. Is he going for it? Unfortunate confusion there. And that is St. John's ball. Oh no, Eaglesvale ball. Okay, it's been given to Eaglesvale. So yeah, it's been an interesting game. Lovely to see the tempo coming in there. Some of the passes, a bit slow. Clinical. Do you think, Ruby, with the way they're taking the shots, it doesn't seem like they're, they are confident shots, and then there are shots that are just like, I hope it goes in. Mm-hmm. Would you say that's what's happening with Eaglesville?
Oh, yeah. Quite a number of them are Hail Marys. Just hopefully it gets in there. That's a lovely free throw shot. Now, would love to see a little bit more of that technique being used. And a lovely one again. So that takes them to 7 there. 13 points to 7. So they're not really that far behind in this match. Looking to go for that one, and I think that was once again maybe a little bit more speculative than it was proper, but once again Eaglesville too slow to move the ball around, and well intercepted. They do intercept it as well. Now let's see if they can go forward and seize the pass. Goes for the three-pointer. Misses it just by a little. One thing that I do appreciate, however, that is a foul all day long. And I'm sure that was Sibusiso Gomendo there, just seeing it for what it was. He was left behind, way behind, and had to pull back.
I'm with you on that. That's what we call a technical foul. So it's intentional because he knew that he was gone and he was going to sink it in. Because from what we've seen so far, is that player in Eaglesville is the guy who's been hitting his three-pointers, him and the tall gentleman have been the guys scoring for Eaglesvale. So yeah, sometimes you have to do what you have to do, like what he did again. Same gentleman again, got his gum guards, is walking off. It seems like he's there. He's choosing his fouls well, must I say, because he's not getting any. How many fouls do you get with basketball before you have to be taken off? Do you know? I also don't know. Good question. Because I was like, I've never seen cards. Thinking about it now. No, sorry, this is me with my rugby brain, hockey brain. But as like with most sports, as we know, what Eaglesvale should look at, we were talking about soccer, we're talking about rugby. Comendo goes for it, easy, clean 2-pointer. We saw it in the game before. Is positioning, and passing is so important. These are things that correlate between all the sports. Even if you're in the pool, water polo, or it's hockey, or badminton, or whatever it may be. Positioning. So it's again the tall man taking it, and I think that's half time for Eaglesvale. Let's see if he'll be as clinical. Amazing. He just knows what he's doing with those fouls. But that's half time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you after for the second half. Thank you.
This is 2 outs. Again. 2 outs again.
That's what they talk about. He's like, he has to watch. He's like, it reminds me of the kid who played water polo last episode. I was like, this guy, he's so like, really, this guy. See this kid. The way he moves in the water. Yeah, exactly. It's floating. It was like basketball. Because even the way he had the ball, because the basic one is doing is just like, but he's floating. And he's blowing. Other owns you see, he's just like, right? And then he's like slippers. And then ta, and then wham! The shots is taken too. And then the black guy is the front. And when the front, he's like,
Yeah.
nah. And then you're like, hey, giving you what up on the cookie. It would be great. At lighty level, usually with the really Olympic goals, like that.
Quick! What's the headmaster's name? Headmaster's surname?
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half here. It's Ruvi and I joining you from the St. John's first team court. What's the name of this court, Ruvi? Do you know?
It doesn't necessarily have a name. Just the court.
Okay, cool.
But I mean, it is overlooking the likes of Honeyfield, who are just maybe adjacent to it. Also does have the swimming pool by the side. Tyler Chimbwanda there is also plying his trade for this particular side, and we saw Tyler Chimbwanda as well being part of the under 15 setup, and speaks once again to that issue around continuity. Goes for the first free throw, doesn't go in. See if he can get the second one. And he gets that one. So that takes the score to 18 points to 8. Oh, lots of physicality there. I hope the young man is okay, Vicky, but he looks like he's fine. Getting up a little bit gingerly, but he is fine. And a long pass which has got no direction goes in. So we do have the headmaster from St. John's College. He's also here. Looking at the proceedings as they go ahead, enjoying what would be a fantastic afternoon of all of his teams winning. I think there's nothing that puts a greater smile on a headmaster than all your teams winning, from the juniors all the way to the seniors.
Absolutely, Ruvi, and you can see Mr. Chinsi in his nice posture there, busy enjoying the game. There's nothing better than that. But also, I think it's so encouraging to the boys when you have the headmasters there, because not only being there for the first team games, but being there for the smaller games, because it encourages them and shows that, you know, it's just good leadership to show that he's enjoying them, but he's also got vision for them, but they also have his full support and backing. And that's a great shot there by number 73, I presume. Sorry, I forget his name. But yeah, so good. And then great take there by Vicky. Is it going to be clinical? Easy. That's what exactly Eaglesvale should be paying attention to. When you have all the time in the world, no need to do fancy shots, just get it in. Then we've got Eaglesvale trying again, but St. John's defense is just on fire, plus their attack. Like you said, you know, when you're on the attack, go, go, go. And that's exactly what St. John's are doing. They're not pulling back or holding any punches, as you would say in the saying. These days we have to make sure that we've got to specify, you know, statements. It's a statement. We're not saying people shit, but good to see as well.
One of the other things I do want to quickly point out, Marshall, of course, before you do continue, is I've seen how, as a strategy, St. John's College are attacking in waves. So you saw 3 baskets from the 3-pointer and 2 2-pointers that they got. So in just one particular wave of attack, intercepts and so on, in that phase of play, they were able to harvest 7 points. And that is how you quickly run away on the scoreboard and you begin to take it away from Eaglesvale. Another 2-pointer there for Johns, taking them up to 26-8. So now at 26-8, shoulders begin to drop. Heads will obviously begin to drop for Eaglesvale. Passes will not stick. And of course, individual play like that will begin to take place. There were a number of players that were open. He had the young man who's wearing the number 4 jersey waiting out wide, could have taken a 3-point shot. That was available there, but some of that play happens because you've been put under pressure. 3 consistent baskets have been put in. Let's see if the young man will do the free throws well again.
Yeah, really. So I think that was his intention, because he knew this is guaranteed. Unfortunately, he missed that one, but let's see. But I think, like what you're saying, it's now the pressures, because he wanted the fouls. However, look, he struggled, you know, to get them in. So it's definitely the play in there. Oh, but they've got the 3-pointer man on it again. But the rebound, not having someone there for the rebound is so important. They have the height, they have the baseman, and St. John's take another air ball there. But yeah, you can definitely see the physicality has definitely stepped up the second half, and the waves. I mean, St. John's have got into Eaglesvale's head. Yeah, it's just Eaglesvale calming down and knowing that they can do it. That was a carry, wasn't it?
Well, he was traveling there, almost got to town with the ball. But it happens. St. John's now going for it. Oh, goodness me. It looked like there must have been a foul there. And calls for it. And the coach is calling for that and saying, son, surely there were passes that were available. You could have given that over. So it is Tyler Chimbwanda who's now going to go for a shot. And overshoots that one. Maybe he can get the next one right. This time round didn't put enough air on that one. And bounces away. But St. John's College get back possession. The pass right into the key to Tyler. He has it, has to send it out. Eaglesvale now in possession. That's a very risky pass.
It is, eh?
And intercepted once again. St. John's College with a free flow there in order to shoot as easily as you would like. And they dropped that one in. So a further 2 points.
Yeah, really. And definitely with the passing that we're seeing here with Eaglesvale, rather than clean, strong passes, it's a lot of floating over the air passes, which are so easy to intercept in whatever, you know, whatever position you play. So definitely Eaglesvale's got to rethink their strategy. But as you can see, they're bunched up again in their defense. I mean, it doesn't help leaving the St. John's player open. Slow in their playing again. But again, let's see, what are they going to do? Something there. Violation. Backcourt violation there. St. John's doing substitutes. Seems like they're bringing in the young team again. Unfortunate. So I'm seeing something here with one of the Eaglesvale. It's the number 4. Is when he makes mistakes, he also drops his head. You can't be doing that in basketball. The game is a fast, aggressive game. You got to continue playing. If you disagree, great 3-pointer there by number 96. Or was it called?
69.
Yeah, fantastic. And in there, it's just you cannot drop your head. You got to continue playing. Even if you disagree with the call, even if you're upset with that, look, they're all just watching. It's like they've given up. So it's unfortunate for Eaglesvale, but very fortunate for St. John's. That's where they want them.
Very fortunate for St. John's, as you said there, and definitely could be doing much better. I'm really not sure what the pattern of play and trying to find each other is, because once St. John's begins to attack, you find they do spread themselves around the court. They also do ensure that they fill the key so that they have an opportunity to get a rebound like they did there as they drop another 2 points as well. So Eaglesvale now, for example, they've all gone forward. There are now 3 St. John's players that are covering the last man in defense. If an intercept just happens there, it's an easy 2 points once again. So what you have to do is you have to be able to build your attack phase by phase on the court. I know sometimes they want to apply a high court press if it's in defense, but you also have to be watching if there's a man that's going to be making a run off the ball. A 3-point attempt there, and luckily for them, they get the 2 points. So some reprieve as they enter into the double digits, but with 6 minutes left on the clock and a 25-point lead, you would say it's now more of game management for St. John's, who will not stop going for the baskets. So the court looking a little bit slippery, not so sure if it is the sneakers or it is more of wrong footing. What a lovely shot as well. Just bringing it round the defender's arm and being able to loop it right over straight into the basket. And again, looping passes. Marshall, you've been warning them against this. But as for now, let's just say it doesn't pay dividends. Now here we go, St. John's looking to control play. Goes for the 3-pointer. Doesn't go in. Rebound taken. Oh, lovely pass. Not executed again. So comes back to that. This time round, the third time unlucky. Shot after shot and not going in. But they aren't paying the price for that because they've got a massive lead. But against other teams which offer you a tighter a competition, the likes of maybe Prince Edward or Church or the likes of Peterhouse, St. George's, you cannot afford to miss those shots. So they need to get that clinical before that derby comes.
Yeah, definitely with you, Ruby. I was thinking about it. Obviously, they've got a lead, and you can definitely see they're trying a few stuff. They're very comfortable. They know that they're in Eaglesvale's head. And as we said, unfortunate, we would need Eaglesvale to switch it up to win this game. But they're just not there. I don't know if we'll see it, but I just don't see it. However, with that being said, I look at it and say, John's, what they should be doing is not because you've got a big lead, it's just making sure that they get everything clinical now, because when it comes to those bigger games or other teams that are going to be hungry to beat them and will come back, even if it's a lead like this, will come back with fire. They need to make sure that they get into a position where they continue to build the lead. There's a reason why teams that win the NBA, sometimes when they go for it, they really go for it, because they know that anything can happen in basketball. A switch can happen, as we saw. Basket after basket after basket and basket after basket, you can easily cover up those points. So for for Johns to be in this place of game management, but also making it clinical with their shots. They really need to work on it. But what a better way to do so than to learn from this game, and hopefully, if they do watch this game over, they will take some pointers from us side coaches, as they would say.
Oh yes, us as the side coaches, but I'm sure their own coaches will have a lot to say. A 3-point attempt, rebound taken, another shot, and there we have it. The ball was taken, so the pass does come out. Can he see the other pass? He goes for the shot, but surely he should have given the young man who was a free there. Vicky goes for the layup, intercepted, and the rebound taken by Eaglesvale. Now a long pass. Can he get it right? And he does. So a good 2 points for Eaglesvale. It does, of course, put some mentholated spirit or some ointment in an already deep and gashing wound that has been delivered by St. John's College. Now Vicky with the shot, misses it by a whisker. Ball taken back by St. John's, and they nail that one. So we do have a young man from Eaglesville. He's on the ground and he is writhing in pain. I mean, it looks like his knee is the one which might just have twisted a little bit there.
So yeah, what happened is he, as the shot was being taken, he fell on his knee, and also that angle was quite. So hopefully it's just a twist, not a dislocation, because sometimes you can pop out and pop back in. So that's what I'm hoping for. Like what you said, the gash in the wound for the guys. It looks like he can walk it off, which is a good thing for him. But that won't be looking too good for him. Injuries are always a tough part. But with youngsters, the nice thing is they can bounce back and heal faster. Definitely looking at Eaglesville. So we're talking about technique, as it's something that we've been coming up with a lot. Is as you can see with Gormendo getting it in there, is something I've noticed with Eaglesville is a lot of the shots that have been taken is they've been taking their eye off the square. So they jump into the air and then they take their eye off and try to do an alley-oop, and I'm like, guys, that's for the professionals. Clinical, keep your eye on that square. Great 3-pointer there. Fantastic shot, just like what is. Keep your eye, ball will go in. Keep your eye on, ball will go in. It's as simple as that, isn't that, Ruby?
And another intercept once again, and nobody behind there. That should be an easy shot again. And Eagles will have firmly run away with this particular fixture. Just about 1 point left on the clock. Looking for the pass. And that was a Hail Mary pass. And so play will be restarted there after calling for the foul. And now let's see whether Eaglesville can finish it off with either a 3-pointer or a 2-pointer. Looks like that's not going to be the case. 30 seconds left on the clock. It's now just game management, easing up. Vicky posts it into the key. Shot recovered. And this time round they sink another 2. And that's 50 on the scoreboard. So this is what we love to see. More about high scoring games, but unfortunately it hasn't been high scoring everywhere, and Eaglesville just have been putting themselves in a pretty pickle. You aren't giving yourself a chance every time you goes for a 3-pointer, misses it. Rebound taken by Eaglesville, and there we go. That shot won't matter. 50 points to 12. St. John's College ruthless in this one, belligerent and bulldozing Eaglesville out of the water. 50 points to 12. The winners. Coming up next is the first team game between the Rams of St. John's College and Eaglesville.
No, Vicky and Vicky they are different. They are just.
Oh, Vicky, oh yeah, Vicky, I didn't notice. I listened to Vicky. You know your brain just does the. Right. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to talk now.
Jason, do you like what you hear?
Huh?
Do you like what you hear?
Yes.
Do you like what you hear? Because there's openings.
Yeah.
There's openings for him. It's just now that
Because
he's jumping on that.
if they give it to him, they'll
Yeah.
get wired.
Yeah,
That's when they'll learn that you do.
because he's a forward, like here's the thing, I've seen that, he's a forward coach. So I think if they have Robbie as a forward coach, and they have a backline coach, there I've never seen those the same. And also vice versa. When you get the first team over, you need a team for that. Forward, back. They only have the head coach, coaching, managing the two coaches. I think it is brand new. Because if you have someone specialized that, you find the game become a game. How many people do stupid, unnecessary things that aren't character anything? You know what I mean? Like me, I said to guys, you know, I've never fought so good for a player. Overseas. And that was actually how I started. Because guess what? I wasn't doing all those tempo drills and all this stuff before today. No. Basically the game, we're just warming ourselves up, but that line everywhere changes, making shot, touch the corner, making sure things get together. So
So do we have the team sheet for Vale? Nothing? Anyway, but it's the first team anyway, so. It's the first team, right? Yeah.
Right, you ready?
Yeah. So welcome to the first team match between the home side St. John's College against Eaglesvale High School here in Harare, Zimbabwe. My name is Rumbo Chakureka. We'll be joined by Marshall. And it is going to be another match here. It was easy pickings last week for St. John's, but this time round it could be a much tougher assignment against Eaglesville. They will still be favorites, but let's see how they go about matters in this particular instance. And so immediately on the attack, Brian Ziki, who is going to be going for it, and he seems he is the captain. Malachi Burrell goes for the shot, doesn't get that one in. So Marshall, this is where we expect things to be stepped up just a little. And Eaglesville on the charge. But St. John's once again with a good intercept. Coming down the court is Wenyasha Madziro. Sends it over to his captain Ziki. Misses that three-point shot, but great attempt nonetheless. Ziki decides to drive into the key, but this time round he was well taken care of. Eaglesville now looking for that pass. That was a hospital pass, but a fantastic effort from the number 15 to keep that one in. Number 2 goes into the key, and he was quite lucky that that hit the hands of St. John's College. Otherwise, that was a poor attempt at a drive into the key where it was jam-packed. Eaglesville still with the ball. From 15 to number 2. 2, 18, 19. Back to number 20. Much better skill set. As we mentioned, it is the first team keeping the ball in play. Decides to go for the shot, but that one was wayward. Off to Brian Ziki. He takes it forward. Doesn't nail the layup. Has to rebuild once again. Malachi Burrell wearing the 5. Also a rugby player. Looking for the shot, doesn't find it. Burrell sends it inside. Once again, that was an air ball. So in the first couple of moments within this first quarter. It's looking a little bit tricky here.
Yeah, definitely you can see it with the first quarter. Definitely the level of play is phenomenal. You can see the structure in there. Another 3-point try there. Eaglesvale trying to find their way in. St. John's 2 defending. It seems like the first teams are really trying their 3-point plays at the moment. Exciting game, and that's 2 for St. John's. Clinical, clean. Eaglesvale bunching up again. You know, something I noticed about a couple of the players in the Eaglesvale side is communication is very key. You know, when you're moving around, you got to let guys know where you are and aware. So even if you're covering someone across, if you communicate that, it's easier for your player to know, okay, let me stop and stay. But let's see if Eaglesvale, fantastic, clinical. This is a game that we like to see, you know, both sides, clean play, defense, you can say right now, are both on par. Always home court advantage is always a thing in whatever sports you play. But definitely Eaglesville bringing on the heat in this first quarter.
Oh yes, bringing on the heat. It is just 4 points to 2, and there we have it, our first foul. And Eaglesville will have an opportunity at free throws here. And so it looks like number 2, who was about to be substituted, will be taking the free throw. Has to bury these 2 to try and level matters here. Misses the first shot. Needs to just give it a little bit more air, and surely that can be the swish he's looking for. And that's the swish he was looking for. So gets that one in, and now they just trail by 1 point. So 4-3 with just about 5 minutes on the clock. And now building it up from the back, Wenyasha Madziro. Burrell, Madziro, Ziki, Madziro, looking for that pass into McGeorge as well, who are some of the tall lads that will be in the key for St. John's. The shot doesn't go in. Burrell brings it out to Madziro, fakes the shot, goes for the 2, misses it, but in for the shot again. The execution in the key looking very, very poor, I must say here, Marshall. Surely the shot must have been buried by then. But St. John's still do have possession, so they won't be worrying too much about it. Great pass into the key, and nice shot as well. So takes them to 6 points. Now Eaglesville trying to get themselves out of trouble. Finally does. Going for the shot and gets it in. So it is a 1 point lead still to St. John's. It is the first quarter, and it looks like we've got a game on our hands, but remember, it is only just the first quarter. And Ziki there, 3-point attempt, doesn't work out. Eaglesville now on the charge, cuts back inside, goes into the key, tries to get the shot away, gets the rebound, but the second shot doesn't go in. Unlucky. Burrell now down the court to Madziro. Burrell, Madziro, McGeorge Mpala, pushed out. Ziki drives into the key and nails that too. That pass, a hospital pass, by all means necessary, but surely referee St. John's College just stepped out of the court by the time he made that pass. But the referee says, I don't think so. So we keep moving forward. Now, 3-point attempt, airballed, turns and shoots. Great rebound taken by Eaglesville. Let's hear what the referee will say here. And stepping onto the court, well, it is a timeout that has been called. But actually coming onto the court was Joshua Green, was looking to replace one of the players. And there we have it. It looks like the coach is having a little bit of a chat with the referees, and that tends to happen in any sport, particularly in schoolboy sport.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always important. Actually, that shows a good coach, one that actually has a conversation with the referee, because you can't just assume. You need to know exactly where the referee's headspace is. As the reason being is referees are different and they see things differently. Just like you said, that side court violation there, we both saw it. Oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What's going in there? But definitely something worth calling out and making sure in there. As long as everyone's being respectful and understanding of what the referee is doing, then we're all good. But definitely, like we said, Eaglesvale just making a few forced errors, you know, that they don't need to be doing. You can definitely see, I don't know what it is with those hospital passes. I think by you thought with the first team, having watched the earlier on games, would have realized, let's stay away from those hospital passes, because you see Johns are right there, and Vicky and I can't remember the other lad who've been just intercepting them over and over again. It's like, just need to stop it. But we do still have a very good game on our hand, and like you said, it is the first quarter. Let's see what will come of it. Things can change, and communication and defense. There we go. Great intercept there by Eaglesvale. What's he going to do? Is he going to pass it? I mean, you've called it out before, Ruvi. You know, sometimes you want to go for the shot, but pass it. You know, you've done your job. You've drawn the man, right? You've drawn the man. Give your player the opportunity to shoot and get the ball. Oh, what was that, Ruvi?
Well, it looks like there's a foul there. And it looks like it was just pushing in the back there. And with that, St. John's College regained possession. But that was some really good pressure coming from and it is going to be St. John's retaining possession, looking for some open space. Ziki there almost slipping up, and Eaglesvale doing well in defense to intercept. They are just trailing by 5 points. It is 2 minutes left in the first quarter. I think they would want to just bring down the deficit there. Again, just shifting it around our Eaglesvale. I'm loving the nickname on their jerseys. Throwers. Well, the one thing that they have to do today is throw it in the basket, and that's for sure. But again, the ball goes out. It still remains in Eaglesvale's possession. But 1.5 minutes left in this quarter. I'm sure maybe just a basket there with 2 points in, or maybe just a 3-pointer, just keeps them at step with St. John's, and they could actually upset them here on home turf if they continuously go about it. But one of the things that I have seen is an issue of longevity. Great attempt, doesn't go in. Picked up by Burrell, looks for the long pass, finds Joshua Green. Posts it out again. Burrell posts it out to his captain Ziki, who drives into the key. Posts it up to Green. Doesn't bury the shot. You need to be more clinical, son. But Eaglesvale can come away with it. Again, one of those hospital passes. Burrell does well to fight for it, but Eaglesvale have regained possession, and they finally do find a better pass. Now driving into the key. Can he go for the shot? He gets the 2 free throws with 58 seconds left on the clock.
That's very true. Interesting, Ruby. I can see the John's coach there calling out, because I also thought it was he ran into the player. So I guess it depends on the referee's call. You just have to deal with it in there. But definitely the passing from Eaglesvale. Let's see a bit of breeze. Great, clinical. Get in those points, as you said. I think Eaglesville, rather than trying the 3-pointer fanciness, let's just get points. I think that's what they should look at. Let's try to get the points, because clearly St. John's have got things happening. Like this should be an easy pass. Nope. Again, we talked about it. We talked about it again. St. John's the ball, playing around, creating some space, but their passes are clinical as well. I hope this is something that Eaglesville can pay attention to when it comes to their passing. There he went. His player was right next to him. He was very fortunate. He was very, very fortunate. But well done there, and the great rebound there by the Eaglesville player there. And 2-0, and that is the first quarter. We'll join you again, ladies, after the first break.
And so they bring on the big guns, and immediately with the basket there, number 13, I can tell you that young man, Sean Chideme, does play for Zimbabwe. I did see him at an Afro basket camp that was held at Prince Edward. Oh, three-pointer there. So immediately coming in those waves, as I mentioned before, Marshall, looking to score 3 baskets immediately in order to just try and destabilize. And there we go, Eaglesville once again losing possession. Chideme passes it out. Oh, what a block. Now that is definitely going to put some wind up the skirt, believe me, and get the crowd really riling up there in terms of fire. So Eaglesville as well, just showing that, yeah, we are here. We aren't going to allow that one to just go quietly into the night. But St. John's is still on the attack. And sometimes you would feel that there's too much rugby in this basketball team. That looked like a ruck position there.
Yeah, we definitely did. I mean, I don't watch as much, but I was looking at it saying I'm loving some of the rugby moves that are being shown here by the basketball play. But what a clinical shot and jump, and I'm in awe of the merger that St. John's is in right now. You can definitely see even in the defense, clinical, Yeah, definitely some rugby there. Did you even see how he dived into the into the player? I don't know why. Some of these guys are playing. Probably play baller, but they should probably change the profession and join the rugby team. Definitely in the back line, I think they can definitely do some stuff there. However, with that being said, we're looking at just the pressure that Johns is on. Eaglesvale should not let them get a gap if they want to stay in this game, I think, because you can see, but you see shots like that now. Johns guys are getting too excited, but very well done there, clinical, in making sure that gets in. I think that number 12 there is looking for a more fancy shot after that 3-pointer. He's quite confident. Yeah, let's see what Eaglesville are gonna do. Yeah, he did a double bounce there, wasn't it? It's like small errors when you're under pressure. But again, this is what happens when you do play at this level. Sometimes you misstep and you forget what you're doing. But in defense as well, can you see? So you can see the Eaglesville guys are. The number 19 is trying to organize his players, but they're not listening. He's like, come on, go, commit, I've got. And they're not listening because he's got the vision. So they got to trust each other here. I don't know where the disconnect is. Sometimes you wish we had mics, to hear, like they have on the NBA and national TV where you can hear what they're saying. Unfortunate there, but Johns is still leading with an 8-point lead, or a 10-point lead. Let's see, a 3-pointer. Unfortunate.
Yeah, quite unlucky not to get that one in. But I think you can see, Marshall, what we were talking about there in terms of how Johns goes about scoring. They went into the break with a 10-8 lead, which was just by only 2 points. Now they are leading by 19 points to 8. Those 9 points all coming in the space of just starting that particular quarter. And there we go, another shot. So one thing I can say here, to just point out some of the impact players that have come on for Johns. Ryan Usheokunze was wearing number 12 rather, and then Sean Chideme, who's also wearing number 13, have come on and revolutionized. They came in with some energy and some power, and that has driven them into this 12-point lead that they currently have. And unfortunately for Eaglesvale, now losing possession. So not so sure if the coach here is from Eaglesvale is looking to make some changes that can also try and impact the game. You need some impact players off the bench, or even sometimes just some fresh legs to give your top players a little bit of rest by the side.
Definitely, Ruby. You definitely want them resting, and fresh eyes, fresh hands, fresh feet. There's so much that they can do. Sometimes, again, did you see that? I mean, it hit the top. Another hospital pass that was not needed. I know why he tried to do that. Again, I think the coach needs to be looking at, you're bringing them off for rest. Maybe even with a game plan with the bench, bringing them on, saying we just need you to maintain. Hold, let our players play. If they can't attack, let them just defend and hold and just disrupt play. And then coming in, look, maybe because I'm a tactician, you know what I mean? I know my strengths. I never really played basketball much, Ruby, but I knew my position for Interhouse back in my Falcon days is disrupt. That's all I was told to do. Make sure position, disrupt. When I came on, jumped off, let our first team boys do their things, and the rest of us come on. But that's Interhouse. But look, our first team. But my Interhouse team was the first team basketball. So these are, experience, and that's on a small scale. So I'd say something that I think Eaglesville should look at, and like you said, I don't think they've made any substitutes yet compared to St. John's, who's been rolling on the subs. It is a long game, and it's always good to have fresh feet rather than tired feet. Because these are the players, your starting players are the ones that you need in the final quarters, is it not? Yeah, so let's just see. I wish we could be there and just hear what they're saying and what they're strategizing. but you can definitely see the St. John's coach is nailing in that he's not happy with the gap. He's gotta, we gotta push through. And then it seems like they're doing a nice quiet thing there with the